Hello YouTube world. This is actually the very first music review that I've done, and it's also an educational video for those who do not know. And this is also the very first video I've done in the style that this video is being done in. I wanted to experiment, do something different, perhaps something a little bit better than what I've been doing, and I'll let you guys be the judge of that, since you guys are the judge of if my videos are good or not anyway. So, let me go ahead and get this started. I wanted to do a music review on probably my favorite band of the modern era, and that's Five Finger Death Punch. I love the vocals, I love the insane drums, and I love the guitar solos that they have in almost every song. I have all 5 of their albums. The albums go in this order: The Way of the Fist, released in 2007, War is the Answer, released in 2009, American Capitalist, released in 2011, Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1, released in 2013, as well as Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2, released in 2013. I have all of them. With Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1 and 2, I got them both on release day, so I'm happy about that. But this video is more or less about the covers that they have done and the secret tracks that you get on the special/deluxe editions of their albums. The first one I'm going to go with is The Way of the Fist, their debut album in 2007. If you get the regular edition, the standard edition, you will not have these tracks. It's only on the special and deluxe editions. But the bonus tracks are The Devil's Own live version and From Out of Nowhere, which is a cover. The original artist that did From Out of Nowhere was Faith No More. Their version isn't bad, but I personally like Five Finger's version better. I thought for a cover from a band like this, it was very good because they really didn't scream as they usually do. They actually sang more than anything, and it's one of the only tracks on their first album that they do this with. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I think that if you've not heard it, you should definitely give it a try if you're a Five Finger Death Punch fan. I'm going to move on to their second album, War is the Answer. They only have one cover on this album, and it's a cover that I personally didn't expect to see, and that's Bad Company. War is the Answer, 2009. Bad Company cover, which I actually enjoyed. The original band that did this was Bad Company. And I love Bad Company, I love their music, I love everything about them, and I didn't expect Five Finger Death Punch to cover the classic song as they did. And they did a great job on it in my personal opinion. Of course, they changed some of the lyrics. Instead of I was born with a 6-gun in my hand, a shotgun in my hand, and then the 6-gun sound is my claim to fame was changed to the Death Punch sound is my claim to fame. But either way, I still enjoy the song quite a bit. I love his vocals in that, and I thought all in all it was a good cover. Now we move on to American Capitalist from 2011. It doesn't have any covers on it, but if you get the deluxe edition, it does have a special song called The Tragic Truth. And a lot of people, I'm sure, can relate to it because it talks about pretty much creating demons for yourself and that you will eventually have to face everything that you've done. I personally really love the song. It's really good, and I would love for them to come out with more songs like this because it was great. Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1, 2013. They have one cover on this, and it just seems like every album has a cover, doesn't it? Because it does. Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1, they actually did a pretty good one that I expected a hell of a lot less than Bad Company, and that was Mama Said Knock You Out, originally done by LL Cool J. To think that a metal band like Five Finger Death Punch would cover an old school rap song, and the way they did it was awesome, because I didn't expect it. When I first got the album and I saw the title on the case, I was like, wow, are you serious? And I listened to it and I fell in love with it. The way they did it, I thought they pulled it off greatly. Of course, they replaced the that LL Cool J used with guitar and made it sound awesome. But to add to it, they actually brought in Tech Nine, who did a verse of the song with them, and I thought, very well done. Probably the best cover to date at this point. It was great. And then we go to Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2. Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2. Also 2013. This one is the oldest song that they've covered, and I thought they did really well on this one as well. So far, I've liked every cover they've done. And this one is House of the Rising Sun, originally done by the Animals. And, of course, they changed some lyrics in this one, just as they did with Bad Company. And they didn't change much at all with this. They just changed New Orleans to Sin City. There's a house in Sin City. Yeah, they did that instead of New Orleans. And I think that Sin City fit well with their style. And it definitely fits better with their style than New Orleans. While the Animals used New Orleans, and they were actually singing a song about a truthful place. I thought they did a great job with this cover, and I would definitely like to see more covers like this. If they're releasing a cover with every album that they do, hopefully they continue to go on this streak as they have, because all these covers and all that are great in my personal opinion. And the special songs that you get on the special editions, deluxe editions, I think they're all good. And I wanted to do this video because I'm sure there's a lot more people who didn't know about these songs than people who do. But on 3 of them, the covers are actually on the standard edition of the album. Such as Bad Company is on the standard edition of The War is the Answer. And then you have Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1 and 2. Both of the covers from those are on the standard edition. So you just have to get the deluxe edition of The Way of the Fist From Out of Nowhere and the Devil's Own live version. And then, of course, the deluxe edition of American Capitalist for The Tragic Truth. But so far, all these songs are great. I definitely recommend checking them out if you haven't heard them. I plan on doing an actual review on the albums, not just these songs, and give you guys my opinion of my favorite song from each album. But as far as this video goes, that's what I wanted to share with you guys, and you guys should definitely check them out. And they're definitely worth a listen, and if you don't like them, that's fine. We all have our own opinions. That's what makes this world so great. Everybody has a different opinion on things. But if you are a Five Finger Death Punch fan, you should definitely check out these songs. But that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, I will definitely have more music reviews coming your way, and I will definitely have more videos done in this style. Dustin from Liquid Dynamics, out.